Hello and warm welcome to each and every one of you, and I hope you are enjoying your journey and that these card readings are being of value to you to understand what it is that you are experiencing, coping with and enjoying, especially during this time of lockdown. And it is time for growth, internal growth, and excuse me, the energies on the planet are expanding rapidly, absolutely rapidly. If you are able to stand in the eye of the storm and let anything that is of a fearful, overbearing on you and your daily life, to just let it go. It's no longer needed. It's just trying to remind you that you can go back into the shadow in the darker times if you so wish. We have freedom of choice, and most people want to travel on forwards, but not everybody. And if you're one of those that wish to return back into the fear, the fear mongering of the lockdown, then you are entirely welcome, but this is certainly not for you. So do find another way in which to engage with the energies that you wish to seek. But for those of you who are on the journey, like myself, of ascension, some people call it, the awakening, coming to our home truths of who we are, you are most truly welcome. And without further ado, let us continue and pull the two cards for the day for my Facebook. And it's a delight having you on board. And the other half of the reading, or the greater half of the reading, should I say, will be only to be found on my YouTube channel under Etmir Balance Beyond Time. And it's about bringing oneself into balance, into harmony within oneself. If we can get the inner world within balance, so the outer world will automatically begin to transform and to come about. You'll notice the falling away of the old way of being and the new shoots of your possibilities and creativity in whatever form it takes. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the form of music or art. It can be that sort of creative. It could be somebody who's very good at counting, or that is their creativity, or various other jobs that they absolutely endure and enjoy, not endure, enjoy, and can take it out into the world as their absolute delight of their creativity. And I'm cutting the cards, and we will see where we are stepping forward. And the first one of the day is Magical Map Shifter. And we have the number 52, which breaks down to a 7 for those who are into numerology. Please do search on the internet, and there's all sorts of information out there regarding the numbers. And Magical Map Shifter is you honouring your magical side of you, and magic also equates to being in the heart. We have the heart here, which is the center point of your map, and from there you can find the skills and the talents to actually step out on your journey. You have everything you need within. You do not need the outside world dictating to you where you should be walking on your own map. If that happens, you are not the magical map shifter. You have given your power away. But by being the power for you, you have your compass for direction, you have your Horse for leadership, the leadership of what it is that is empowering you, and so on and so forth. We are looking at various symbols, various transformations that can go on, and we can look at the earth, we can look at the stars for inspiration that will come into our heart as to what resonates with us. And in that moment comes the transformation. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. We are rebirthed. We are creating a more powerful version deliberately from staying and being within the heart and consciously shifting our magical journey of life, because all life is magical. It's just the fact that we have not recognized how to operate in a world that is full of control. And there would have been a time where one would have been burnt at the stake or beheaded or something like that, or sat upon so hard by one's family that we would wear a mask. But this is not about a mask as in portraying what we are not, only what society demands of us. This is the fact that we are looking within to be able to find our own true compass and our own leadership to take us out into the world. And we will look at the partner card to this one, because we always work in the pairs. And we have commitment. And we have the numerological numbers of 3 and 6, which also equates to 9. And both 3, 6 and 9 are magical numbers. So do research that further. And we're looking at commitment. And what are we committing to? We are actually committing to deep, deep love that gives us our spark of inspiration from the stars, of our masculine and feminine. This may be external partnerships, but often this is working on an internal partnership. Left brain, right brain, masculine, feminine, within the one body. When we reach out to partnerships, and this can either be through business or personal relationships, it is only safe to do so if each of the parties to the relationship has done their own inner work, their own balancing. And that is when you can have the absolute true spark of what is. If there has not been a balance and the working on the masculine and feminine within the mind of both parties, it brings to us what some people call a soul mate. And in my understanding, there's various understandings of this. This is somebody who's going to reflect the bit in you that you have not worked on. And relationships can then become very, very choppy. So, Spirit's advice to you is, if you do not want to head out into the choppy waters and get burnt again, as I know many of you have, it's been a way of life for many, many lifetimes, what you need to do is to first make sure that you are committed to the inner sanctuary of yourself and the total balancing of who you are. I will leave these gateway, these map cards for the time being. We will continue on the other part 2. But first of all, I'm going to just take one of these doorway cards for today, just to finish off and to read the little message that they have on the back. What doorway are you facing? What are you about to step through? And for each and every one of us, it can be our own unique journey. What do we need to walk through to be able to bring the next stage of our journey into our life? And they are taking a little while to speak to me. Ooh, not anymore. We have a card. And we have a passageway going through from an enclosed building into the greenery of the outside of the outside world. So we're going from quite a dull place of being to a much brighter prospects the other side of walking through the doorway. And the message on the back is patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Pass this card on. And for my taking, this is not on all of them, the patience is the expression of how you sit, waiting for what is to come. And it's in the patience of being, and perhaps in the patience of just waiting in the eye of the storm. And it's the patient side of thing of you demonstrating the patience that you can now pass on to those around you, your loved ones and your dear ones. It will give them the encouragement to be patient also. So I trust you all have a good day, and I will be with you again. Bye.